Pivot to planet Earth. Come in. Can you hear me? Pivot to planet Earth. Can you hear me? It's January 19th, 2021. Hello? Self-leadership is actually one of the hardest things that I've ever learned. Self-reflective practice. In the leadership that we need to create for ourselves, it's really important to first create a self-reflective practice in terms of taking screenshots, snapshots, journaling your life, objectification of problem sets. Once you have a well-established self-reflective process, then you break it up into little pieces by objectifying it into problem sets, just like jigsaw puzzle pieces or just like Lego bricks. Rewriting the narrative. And those pieces are in like a plasticine sort of way of your life. You can shape it, mold it, and create new patterns, new ways of looking at it, new patterns. So you take these plastic pieces and you start piecing them together in such a way so that you can see new potential storyboards. Yeah, and in the storyboards, start making a new movie, in a new way of being in your life. Practice, practice, practice. And just like shooting a movie, when you have all of the storyboard pieces, now you have to actually like soft edit and hard edit by piecing them together. And that takes a lot of practice. A heck of a lot of practice. Accumulate hours. In the mission control of your life, in terms of trying to be a cosmonaut or astronaut on the big blue dot called life being human, it requires the discipline of being an astronaut. And astronauts take 2 years of training, over 300 hours, in order to just be qualified to go up on that big bottle rocket up to space. Life skills. And when I was a kid, there was a side of me that wanted to be an astronaut. And as an adult, when I look back on it from my future self on the kid that I'm advising to get to here, I recognize that it requires a lot of skills that are the culmination of the entirety of your skills of your life in order to be ready for that critical moment, being in space. Your opportunity. And then now that I'm in my own space capsule, in social isolation, in a world where we're shut down, I recognize that all of these skills are coming to fruition here, right now, and this is for you, your chance as well. Your pivot. You are in the present moment, which is the future from a vision of a past moment to get to here. And so using that, you need to find ways to create new visions and new storyboards in order to make that pivot and moving in that new direction. Sink or swim. So in a world where everything is crazy from what we recognized before in under a year, now everything's been shaken up. Everything that you know has been just rocked. And within that, here's the chance. You have the broken pieces, and you can piece them together to make a new wonderful story. Create buoyancy. Specificity. So in setting up your new practices, pick one thing that challenges your cognitive. Pick one thing that challenges you from an emotional sense. Pick one thing that challenges your body. Another thing that challenges your decision-making skills. Another thing that challenges your ability to interrelate with people. And finally, challenge yourself to see the bigger picture of the spirituality of your life. The mission. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to build a great story and pull yourself with your vision into the future. Practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice, 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 practice. Pivot to planet Earth. Come in. Can you hear me? Pivot to planet Earth. Can you hear me? It's January 19th, 2021. Hello?